What's up guys, welcome back to another Destiny 2 exotic armor review video. In today's video, I'll be going over a pretty solid hunter exotic that came from Forsaken called the Oathkeepers. Again, I just got this recently, that's why I'm doing the review on it now. I'm very sorry, RNG is not my fault. But going over how to obtain, this is a Forsaken exotic, so it's a random drop from any activity in the game world, so good luck with your RNG. Its perk is Adamantine Brace. Bows charges can be held indefinitely. Pretty self-explanatory. Any bows you have can be held at the full draw indefinitely, which keeps your bow's accuracy and damage at 100% no matter how long you hold the bow at full draw. Going over a useful mod for this exotic, there aren't any mods that will make a huge difference on this. Like, you don't really need to use a super mod specifically like with other exotics, so I would apply one that fits your playstyle really. Going over PvE and the PvE side of Gambit, it can perform alright, but I feel that there are better exotics that can be utilized in PvE activities. In my opinion, things like Shards of Galanor for Blade Barrage, Rain and Flux for Arc Strider, Orpheus Rig for the Tether, or even Guism Vest for Spectral Blades can be utilized a lot more and allow for more efficiency in PvE. I would say if you want to use this exotic, I would use it for those lower tier activities, especially if you want to enjoy using bows. Like, it does make them a lot more efficient and allows for maximum damage and accuracy because of the indefinite draw hold. Other than that, there's really no reason to use this exotic in endgame activities or even Gambit really. Bows are pretty good in Gambit considering their transition between PvE and PvP engagements, but there are just too many other great PvE hunter exotics to use. Going over the Crucible and the PvP side of Gambit, these gauntlets are very fun to use, especially if you enjoy maining bows. I used these with the Monarque and the Trinity Ghoul for a little bit, and it made my bow gameplay feel way more consistent than if I weren't using these exotics, right? The thing with Trinity Ghoul is that it shoots 3 arrows at the same time, so you definitely want that extra accuracy to help with the consistency of those arrows hitting headshots. Like, even with Monarque, it's pretty cool. You hold it at full draw, and at full draw the poison happens, so technically speaking, if you can hold it at full draw forever, no matter when you release the arrow, you'll always have the poison available. So, I mean, you don't have to use this thing with exotics. Any bows will work for this thing. It's freaking insane. Like, it just blows my mind how good these are if you main bows. Anything like the No Turning Back, Subtle Calamity, even the new Black Armory bow, the Spiteful Fang, like, if you get a good roll on that, these can make it a lot more effective. Like, I know mine comes with Archer's Tempo and Rampage. I put a Rampage spec mod on it. Oh, man. Like, being able to hold that and definitely will keep that damage up as well. Plus, you get that extended, Rampage damage. Oh, man. These things are pretty solid, like, in the Crucible. Like, if you like maining bows, you gotta use this exotic, man. Unless you have a different exotic you want to use. I know there's a lot of good PvP exotics, but if you like using bows, you gotta use these, in my opinion. On the PvP side of Gambit, I suppose use it at your own discretion. Considering you have to transition between PvE and PvP, it would perform alright on that PvP side, but in general, again, I think PvE exotics will be more effective in Gambit, considering that's where most of your things are going to happen on that PvE side, whether you're taking out blockers or you're going to transition to an area where there are a lot of people. If you main bows though and don't have a favorite exotic, I would just use it just for fun because it's pretty solid, like having that full draw, that not extended damage, but I would say like you can have the most accuracy and damage. And I think bows are pretty solid when it comes to transitioning from the PvE and PvP side of Gambit, considering most of your engagements are at a range. But just be warned, again, like, you can use this exotic and it can be pretty solid, but keep in mind that if somebody's using like a Queen Breaker in Gambit, you're probably going to be outgunned. Going over some useful exotics and perks, obviously you can't pair any other exotic armor, but I know, again, like I mentioned, Monarque performs really well because the indefinite draw hold allows the poison damage to always be activated. So I would say you could aim for bow perks on these gauntlets, considering, like, you know you're going to be using bows on it anyway. I know mine specifically doesn't have any bow perks. Like, I have a hand cannon reloader and a fusion rifle reloader. I don't have bow scavenger or bow reloader, anything like that. So I would aim for bow perks, considering you're going to be using bows with this exotic anyway. Going on my final thoughts overall, if you enjoy using bows a lot, you need these exotics, like capital need. They're mostly effective in Crucible because of how it makes bows more efficient. You can use it in PvE, but again, like I mentioned, I believe there are better PvE exotics to use. We're now at the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but there are 3 things I want to go over. First up, my clan, the D1 Fire Team, is looking for active players in the Destiny community. Our members play all sorts of activities from casual PvE and PvP to the endgame content. If you're actively playing Destiny 2 and want the benefits of a bigger clan, the link to join is below. It'll say clan link. All you have to do is request to join, and myself or one of the admins will approve you. If you're with a smaller clan and want the benefits of a bigger clan, and you have, like, let's say, like 7 to 10 members, I'm just using that as an example, but if you want to come over, just send me a message on any of my social media links and we'll try to get something set up. Number 2, if you want to know how to support me, there's a link below that says best way to support me. That'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that would be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and all that good jazz if you want to do any of those things. Lastly, we have a link to the community Discord below. Just a heads up, we're looking for anyone with moderate experience to potentially run the Discord. I know for myself, I'm more of a player instead of a manager, so if you have some moderator experience, just send me a message and we'll try to get something set up. I know for myself, I'm on Xbox, but if you guys would like to talk or chat with me, Discord is going to be the best way to do those things. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.